places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out again. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The offense starts with a short field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down to the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Power football with the run. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Myers on the move. He's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Smashes through. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a catch and run for 6.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Ballard. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. The run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Looking for a man, it's Howard. Now he's going to break the pocket. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Gonna take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
With the catch, it's Lovett. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points was waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Still running at the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. He wants to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth in a field.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will give them the lead.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On the ground, it's Henderson. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
To the air, it's Howard. Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Dances away to buy time. Gets rid of it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Offense getting set for 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting a...
A big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. All kinds of running room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that are just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Now improvising. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Right down the middle. It's caught. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 28, Ohio State 21.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Henderson. On the move at the 30. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He rifles one deep down the right side. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Howard. Finds the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. With the catch, it's Judkins. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? DB's right up on the receivers. Motion from the offense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation.
Open runway ahead. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense. Go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ball game.
They're bringing heat. Complete to the right. Nothing but green ahead. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. Milk the clock, and it will be your friend. To throw, it's Howard. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Pulls it in. It's Scott. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal...
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. And he'll pull it out and keep it himself on the bootleg. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback checking off. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. Unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. Gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Running with power. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. First down here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Coming after him. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Getting some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said no.
Going up top. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one.
Georgia 7, Texas 0.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football.
Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, you could just feel it. when they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
They're getting this guy lathered up. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's...
Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory. Just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Leaves it with the running back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
To the air. It's back. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down. Makes a connection. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Sellers. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He leaves it with his back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
Georgia, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive to...
Just steamrolling the defense. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's dealt. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Lovett. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Georgia going up tempo. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Georgia, number 1.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. He makes the connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Oh, look out! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, how the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to him. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He is run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You could run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Georgia, 7.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, South Carolina, 21.
The Dogs will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 91.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where you're in.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. He's loose. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Georgia offense will take over. First and 10.
First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Just keeps moving. There he goes to the right. He's at the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone.
Running back to the ball carrier. Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Etienne. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's off to the races. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires to the right. It's complete. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the punishment has been extended. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They march 72 yards, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out.
Georgia, 14.
Coming out with it, it's McDowell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
Georgia, 14.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chain.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
At the 17-yard line. 4th down coming up.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. On the move, it's Evans. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's dealt. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. A nice job between those two.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Back to pass, it's Beck. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's going to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off. Down at the 12-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's going to take a shot right away. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Finds space on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there was some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
Throwing on first down. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Shoots it to the left. Already he find a hole in that secondary? And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Caught near the sideline, it's Parrish.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Dart. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown LSU! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bentley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires There's the pass, intercepted. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Wants to throw. It's Dart. Looking for a deep man. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
LSU, number 11, with the defensive role.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defense...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Howard. Going over the top. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First down for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy?
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
All right, let's get Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Looking to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown Tide. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed. They ain't scared. And you can tell. Takes it out. Good blocking. Give them a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Tide offense rolls onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL.
Can anyone catch him? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Shakes off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Off play action. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The give is to Miller.
Ball carried by the running back. Loses 3. Brings up second down.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He caught it! He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the middle. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's caught downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the...
And he rolls into the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to get something to make it out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking for a man, it's Milroe. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for a huge play. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do...
Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of hands.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. It's complete on the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it. But when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is good.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Judkins. Touchdown, Ohio State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away.
35, Alabama 14.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pena. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. Discards a man. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's McCord. Fires to the middle. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his man. It's Allen. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense wrong.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes his man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Pena. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Willis. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Willis. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Syracuse 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for the big play. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The aerial assault continues. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Yeah, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The handoff to Johnson. Nice move to stay on his feet. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry out. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's not afraid to go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed and get the ball back.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's McCord. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. And it's caught! Touchdown, Orange!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You got to throw.
Going for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To throw, it's Lagway. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Getting some heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On second down, looking again to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida 6.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Coleman.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Buys a little time. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's running in the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Back to the air one more time. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He gets there. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's McCord. He wants to go deep. Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. To the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
On second down, looking to throw. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's right on target. At the 40, there he goes. And he breaks into the open. The 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want.